Hello everybody, my name is Rambaz from the University of Arizona, and today I will be presenting our work called Invisible Bullet-Magnetism Aim Assistance in VR Dart Throwing, Effects on User Experience and Performance. Throwing is a fundamental interaction in VR, widely used in sports, exercise games, rehabilitation and training. It is intuitive, embodied, and naturally engaging for users. However, throwing in VR is known to be less accurate and less precise than in real life. Users often experience distance underestimation and limited physical feedback, which can negatively affect performance. Aim assistants have been shown to improve targeting accuracy in video games. Yet, it has not been empirically studied in hand-based VR throwing tasks. This gap motivated our work. Aim assistance refers to a family of techniques designed to improve targeting performance in video games. These include sticky targets, target gravity, hitbox scaling, and bullet magnetism, where projectiles are subtly steered towards targets. Aim assistance is typically used to compensate for input noise or perceptual limitations. However, prior research shows that it must remain subtle. If users detect it, it can negatively affect perceived competence or fairness. While aim assistance has been shown to improve accuracy in video games, research in immersive VR motor tasks remains limited, and no prior study has examined aim assistance in hand-based VR throwing. Therefore, we investigated the effects of invisible bullet magnetism aim assistance on objective performance, perceived performance, and user experience in a VR dart throwing task. We implemented a VR dart throwing task using a handheld controller. Participants pulled the trigger to grab a dart, aimed, and swung their arm, and released the trigger to throw. Projectile velocity was derived from the controller's velocity averaged over the final 5 samples before release. The virtual dartboard was placed 2.37 meters away, with the center positions 1.73 meters above the ground. This was in accordance with the Federation rule guide and included 3 concentric scoring zones. In the aim assist condition, at the moment of release, we computed the original landing position and adjusted the direction so that the deviation from the target center was reduced by 50%, while preserving speed. In the control condition, trajectories were determined solely by the user input. We conducted a within-subject user study with 29 participants comparing an aim assist condition with an unassisted control condition in a counterbalanced order. Each participant compared 40 throws per condition, with the first 15 discarded to minimize the learning effects. Participants were unaware of the presence of the aim assistant in the game. Here is a video. Here you can see a participant during the user study performing the dart throwing. Now this is the view from the inside of the headset. This is the aim assist condition. As the dart is released, the system applies invisible bullet magnetism aim assistance. Now this is the control condition. In this version, no aim assistance is applied. The dart trajectory is fully determined by the user input. We collected both objective and subjective measures. Objective performance data included landing position as well as initial and adjusted velocity in the aim assist condition. From the landing position data, we computed hit and missed outcomes, total score, offset from the target center indicating the accuracy, and the spread of the landing position, which indicates the precision. For subjective measures, we measured enjoyment, perceived competence, and pressure or tension with the intrinsic motivation inventory questionnaire. Hopeful, fearful, and valence natural suspense with the Mollard's suspense scale. Attribution with the player attribution scale. Mental, physical, temporal demand, performance, effort, and frustration with the NESA TLX questionnaire. We also included custom questions on perceived accuracy, precision, and control. We observed statistically significant higher scores, lower offset, and smaller spread in the aim assist condition as expected. As shown in the scatter plots, the figure on the left represents the aim assist condition, where landing positions are tightly clustered around the center. The figure on the right represents the control condition, where throws are more widely scattered and show greater offset from the center. Looking at the questionnaires in the intrinsic motivation inventory, perceived competence increased and pressure decreased significantly with aim assistance, while enjoyment did not suffer. In the suspense scale, valence neutral suspense decreased, others showed no difference. Attribution did not differ between conditions, with participants mostly attributing success to themselves in both cases. For workload, overall NESA TRX scores did not change, although the performance subscale was significantly higher in the aim assist condition. Finally, custom measures showed significantly higher perceived accuracy, precision, and control with the aim assistance. When asked about differences between the two versions, only 2 participants explicitly identified the presence of aim assistance, and 3 implied performance enhancement. The majority did not detect the assistance and often attributed improved performance to themselves, with reasons such as practice, getting familiar with the task, or increased focus. Regarding preference, most participants favored the aim assist condition, and this difference was statistically significant. Participants commonly cited higher scores, greater consistency, and feeling more relaxed as reasons for their preference. This study has several limitations. We did not investigate long-term skill acquisition or transfer to real-world dart throwing. Our assistance was binary, either on or off, and did not explore phased or gradually reduced assistance. The task involved a fixed static target at a single distance. We did not use dynamic or multiple targets. These limitations can be investigated in future works. In conclusion, we investigated invisible bullet magnetism aim assistance in VR dart throwing task, applying a 50% reduction in deviation from the target center. Our findings showed that invisible bullet magnetism aim assistance remained largely unnoticed by the participants, improved performance, perceived competence and control, lowered suspense and pressure, and preserved enjoyment, self-attribution, and workload. Thank you for your attention. For further questions or discussion, please feel free to contact me.